that? I have no idea why we did that. Hello everyone. Sorry, I'm not using my wireless audio today. So I do apologize if the audio sounds very poor in this video. Good morning and welcome to a very wet Saturday. So, I want to continue to talk about this Visible by Horizon. I've been using it not just for live streams, web browsing, applying for jobs, mostly YouTubing, watching video content. I wanted to see the playback. And not only that, when I am live streaming, when I do download that live stream recording, when I play things back, it is very, very smooth. There's no lag, which is something I noticed when I was using Simple Mobile. So keep that in mind. So when I do play back the recordings of that live stream, it seemed laggy, jaggy, edgy, not sharp. But with that said, everyone, good morning. My name is Keiki Alexander Bailey. Everyone knows me as the Panda Photographer. And I'm used to be a travel consultant. Used to work for the state of Wisconsin, state of Oregon, Washington State. Did 501c3 work, state work. And then I came to New York after seeing my girlfriend, her family, and their, I really don't want to ruin this video, but girlfriend was a victim of an Asian hate crime during the pandemic. So that's why I was in Wisconsin in 2021. But now I'm in New York City, where I decided to stay after being robbed. Well, it took 2 years, almost 2.5 years, 2 years to get all my documents, passports back. So I'm grateful that I had you, the folks in the audience, that looked out for my best interests and helped me on the way. So with that said, everyone, so I decided to continue on with these videos regardless of the situation at hand. So I just want to bring you guys a real world observation on this service, Visible by Horizon. I'm not doing this, I'm not an influencer. I repeat, I am not an influencer. I'm a reviewer. Influencers and reviewers are totally two different people. It's been a wet night tonight, or last night. So I do apologize if my voice sounds and you hear the sniffles. So if anybody wants to contribute to a morning hot chocolate, they can. You can do the super chat if you want. It is on, but keep this in mind. YouTube takes 38% of that super chat. So if you want to fully fund what I'm doing in my projects and my videos, you can join my Patreon. Or there is PayPal, Cash App, Venmo down in the description below, or affiliate links if you want to buy the gear that I use when making these live streams, like this gimbal that Zhiyun sent me for free, a $220 value. Keep that in mind. For free. Why? They have confidence in me to push out the content, and they love the videos. They like the realism to emphasizing the product. Yeah, they gimbal is good. It does have some caveats. I pointed those out, but I'm done with the caveats. But I'd normally be using a Rode Wireless Go or a Comicom Boom XD wireless system. But recently I've been using the Rode Wireless Go 2. It just sounds so perfect. None of that noise floor that you normally hear in some microphones. And then I personally picked up another set a couple months ago called the CINEPEER. I'm gonna have to place you guys down. It's gonna rain again. Oh man, been having a rough morning. Sleepy though. But anyway, tomorrow is the Brooklyn's Marathon. So you're going to see a lot of cones, a lot of police out here. Hopefully scammers stay away. But with that said, please do subscribe, like, and share if you like these videos in high quality. I'm sorry that my audio is not up to par today. It's just a little bit complicated to put the microphone on. This is why I'm asking Zhiyun. I'm grateful for you guys sending me this gimbal. But don't you would have thought by now you would have made a gimbal that had it, extensions in the mountain area where, let's say I want to put on a cage, not a cage, a case, and some attachments. I need a couple of inches. So hopefully the next Smooth 6 will have that extended feature if you add on bulky cases. It'd be nice. Or MagSafe. Yeah, a MagSafe option. That would be nice. But with that said, everyone, good morning. It's actually kind of drizzling right now. I'm about to stop and like inflate my umbrella right now. You see how they're getting prepared for the marathon tomorrow? Now, if you guys want me to live stream it, I will. But the marathon is not that long, so don't expect like a 6-hour, 7-hour, 8, 12-hour marathon like the TCS, New York City's Runners Marathon. Don't expect, yeah, that's from like 6 to like 6 in the evening, 7 in the evening, sometimes to like 10. So, and the last one I did, that was what, a 9-hour live stream? And I got no love that much. I didn't get that much love for it. Got a couple 100 reviews, but I expected more. Expected thousands, because these are people's like family members. Like, who's live streaming this from a different angle? See, they're all preparing. So I will be out here as the media for New York City. This is part of why New York City gave me a press pass. They love my photographs, they love my work, and they wanted to see if I can actually do the shot. And mind you, they loved the last year's shots where I was at the Japanese second annual festival. Got some really good shots of that. And then last year, like I said, the TCS shots with the telephoto 70-200. Oh, I was killing it, friend. And I was borrowing in that lens. That wasn't even my lens. I was borrowing that lens because my IX150 is not functioning correctly. I still haven't had the time to send that back to fix it or have the funds, which I was going to fix that until we have a couple people in the audience that decided to, or number of people in the audience decided to take it upon themselves to defecate. I mean, what I'm talking about. meant to say fabricate false lies. And mind you, it got me terminated from my work. I could be having, mind you, I could have had a paycheck this past Thursday and Friday. I could be like happy, getting the things I need, like fixing my wagon, which I didn't need to fix the wagon, but I realized I'm just gonna have to buy a new wagon. And the wagon that I have is one of those attachable. I can attach the wheels from it and fix it, which was pretty cool. But then I modified it to make it better and stronger, which I replaced the wheels because the wheels are just so crappy. Really, really crappy wheels. So I put some real electric scooter, 6-inch tires on them. And guys, ever since I did that, everybody is saying, how did you do that? Where'd you get those wheels from? Yeah. It's like, dude, the links are in the description. I guess people are not watching the videos in full when I say that, like I'm saying it now. They can't wait 10 minutes. But this is why I have to put timelines in my videos now. And I've been doing that lately. For the most important ones. But I am using a Maven filter, Maven 3-stop in CPL. And I am shooting at 1/25th of a second shutter speed on this live stream. And I know some people are going to say, who shoots manually on live streams? Pros do. Professional broadcasters do. I do. You want to use the auto settings, aka cheat code, aka I don't want to do shit. That's fine. But Panda, he likes to control his color, his ISO, his white balance. Make sure it's pretty good. Make sure I'm using quality, premium, tier 1 filters from Maven Filters. I'm gonna plug them and keep plugging them and keep plugging them. Because if it wasn't for these filters, this video would never exist. Because I could never shoot at 1/25th of shutter speed. I'd be shooting at 1/60th, which doesn't look right because it lags. I noticed that in my past live streams. When I was using auto settings, I was like, let me just see what happens. And you can see the lag. I'm like, or screen tear, they call it. If you're a gamer, you're a developer, you know what I'm talking about, screen tear. Yeah, it's annoying, isn't it? But, yeah, this service, Invisible, it is good, but I'm going to have to say yes and no to it. Why? I recommend it and I don't recommend it. So here's why I don't recommend it. If you're already existing unlimited plan user, and if you are on Mint Mobile, it doesn't make a difference. Okay? You rise or stay on Mint Mobile when you have the unlimited no cap. Keep this in mind. It drops down to 4G LTE in some areas. Same thing with Invisible, but Invisible doesn't have unlimited data cap. The threshold is 50 gigabits. So you have those options, but keep this in mind. You have an option because you get priority LET network. So, and you get unlimited international calling to 101 countries and a lot of cool features, but still. But this is why I don't recommend it to those that are on a regular plan. Now, here's why I do recommend it to those that are not on an unlimited plan, that want to change. If you're spending $45 a month, if let's say you're on a 15 gigabit plan, and sometimes you do spend money on extra data. Let's say you spend $35 in total, or $38. You'd rather go either for the $35 plan or for the $45 plan. I'm not saying push your money to the $45 plan because, oh, what is this? No. I don't want that on. Wow. The Wi-Fi was trying to turn on. I turned it off. Okay. Interference. So as I was saying, I do recommend it for someone that's not on an unlimited plan that wants to become on an unlimited plan. And there's a $35 plan. Keep that in mind. So, the $45 plan is for power users. I recommend it if you're gaming all the time. You're live streaming like I'm doing. You're constantly browsing the internet. You're doing things on your phone. You're editing on your phone. You're processing. You downloading PDFs. You're sending files. You're a power user. That is the plan for you. That's what I recommend. Roof is looking. Yeah. So good morning. It's been a rainy day. It's gonna be a wet day. It's been raining all freaking night, friend. That's why I got the umbrella. But as again, like I said, everyone, it's a good service. I recommend it, and sometimes I don't. Since I'm already on the Mint Mobile, I just don't need it because keep this in mind. I like Mint Mobile. It's good. It's fine. I got really no issues to complain. That's why. I think I'm satisfied. Yeah, those thoughts. Come on, friends. See, and these filters, man. Oops. Get the raindrops off ya. Alright, got the raindrops off. I always carry multiple fiber cloths just in case. I would have just covered the CPL with a splash filter that I used to have, but we lost that splash filter. I never asked Maven Filters, can I replace it? Or can I get another one? So I do apologize if the audio is not up to par today. But I still want to talk about the Visible by Horizon. It's a very good service. I had a Ryzen before, trust me, and their service was fucking pretty good. But the problem is, it's just too expensive. It's $90 for the Pro Go package, which that's what it is. This $45 package is that same package from Horizon. So basically, you're getting a discount. It's really good, a 50% discount. That's a no-brainer. Like, oh, I'm on Horizon and I'm paying $90 for it. I'm switching to Visible now. It's a no-brainer. For $45 a month, you can't beat that. Even the $35 plan is pretty darn good. You're like, they got a $35 plan? Yes, same. You won't get priority LTE, but you get unlimited LTE, and you get the standard, because some people pay for a premium plan and they get priority. Get it? That's what they pay for, priority, meaning I get first dibs. Sucker. But you guys get it, right? So yeah, I think this service is pretty good. So, for the most part, I am enjoying the service. For gaming, dude, I always play 2 games. That's all I really, 3 games. I do play Shadowban, and I do play Asphalt 9, and I do play War Robots. And mind you, no lag, really, sometimes. There is always going to be a ping lag in gaming. from the server, but my game experience was very smooth for like 95% most of the time. Just very smooth. Like winning my games, losing some of my games, seeing me blow up. My robot just like blow up, like, oh, yeah, that's pretty nice. You get to see the gaming's effects if you have it on high quality. That's the best part. So, yeah. But in internet use, it was just like standard. Smooth, fast, reliable. Now, keep this in mind. I did notice a few things. When we were in Manhattan, and when I was doing web searching, it was a tad slower than normally if I was here. If I was to search that same website, it would be much faster. Why? The traffic. This is why we were testing the traffic in the city. So with that said, you see how well the service is adequate. Is it really, really adequate for you? But as a broke YouTuber, yeah, I just want to do these videos to make sure that you guys understand that I'm just trying to make sense. And maybe Invisible will see these videos like, yeah, we like these videos. I like someone actually going out in the real world. Because here's the thing, I do have a gripe, in my own opinion, about when YouTubers do their assessment on cell phone services in their freaking studios or their house, but they're never outside using that service. They're not outside. They're saying that, oh, we did use the service, we had time with it. Okay, then show the time. The B-roll is not enough. I'm going to keep making these videos into the 15-day. You guys want to see consistency on the service, correct? So why not upload consistency every day on the service? Instead of, and yeah, it's mind you, it's subject to opinion. But I just think, like, I want to see someone actually use it. I want to see someone actually tell me their problems with the service. And what you do like about the service. And honestly, I like everything about the service. But I do notice that it is much stronger than my mobile service in certain areas. Because I noticed at the beginning of this video, this is why I was doing the video from that point. Because Mint Mobile in that area seems to be a little bit weak when we get back into the warehouse areas. But when I'm using the Verizon, I notice that the Verizon network is a little bit more stronger in the warehouse districts. Strange, isn't that, huh? And I can tell you why. It's pretty much a Verizon versus T-Mobile. So Mint Mobile is using Ultra and T-Mobile's networks. And T-Mobile network is pretty good. You saw the glass quality of it. You guys had no complaints about it. But I did have a lot more breaks, like interruptions, dead spots. That happens in New York City. Oh, damn, I'm hungry. See, now this is where I miss my job, and I want my, oh man, I'm getting hungry. Could use an oatmeal right now. Need some iron, something to lift me up. But with that said, everyone, I hope you guys enjoyed these videos. And I do apologize if I'm not using my wireless audio. It's just a little cumbersome. I need to either modify this gimbal so it can fit this phone mount or the phone, because you also have this JJC magnetic lens filter adapter. That's why I'm using my Maven filters. If it wasn't for this JJC adapter, I wouldn't be able to use the ND filters and make this live stream proper. So we're at the Apple Store. But what if I was to tell you guys, if I was to work for the city, but not what you thought, what would you say? Like, traitor. You said you was never going to work for the man anymore. Yeah, these guys are having breakfast. Yeah, it's early morning. Everyone should have breakfast. But unfortunately, since I'm broke and spent all my money on most of my bills and my rent at the time, you know, we had a, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to express this one more time on this channel. I really enjoy working for that company, and I can't say the company's name because they asked me not to, for legal reasons and for safety reasons, but I'm pretty much sure some of you already know, because because mind you, 778 phone call harassments based on me alone was just too much for anyone to just deal with. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, strictly harassment. This is the consequences of being a live streamer or a journalist or a photographer or a YouTuber and even an influencer. But I'm not an influencer. I'm a reviewer, and I'm an honest, houseless individual that is literally being really honest and transparent about everything I do, even in these videos. So, ladies and gentlemen, it was good. The job was good until people ruined it, you know. And now I got a job interview on Monday. I've been to one this past week. That's why we were in Manhattan. That's why we live stream Manhattan, test out the service in Manhattan. But yeah, here's the thing. I kind of don't like being bored. I kind of got to keep myself busy. And not only that, I could have had some money in my pocket. Could have got some things to fix this wagon instead of trying to, yeah. Because mind you, even though the wagon is on sale right now on Amazon for $110, I spent almost $200 for it when I'm like, oh my panda. People ruin, yeah, the wagon, guys, my last wagon cost me almost $200. And the same wagon costs $110 right now on Amazon. And I'm saying to myself, like, I'm kicking myself in the butt. So, I was just listening to a couple of supporters here and legal advice from someone here in New York City. And they said, it's best not just, don't be transparent anymore. You've been transparent for the last 3 years. How much transparent you need to be? I said, that's the thing, like, I just feel better when I'm just being transparent. If I don't let it go, I'm just gonna let it build up inside, and I'm gonna, yeah. But they said I can't, no more. Disclose where I work, where I live, where I stay. And I was like, really? That's gonna be hard to do. But with that said, everyone, I'm going to end the video when I get at North 7. Just wanted to share my experience with the cell phone service. It's pretty good. I recommend it. But until then, you guys take care of yourself. Support the channel if you can. Subscribe, like, and share. Join my Patreon if you can. Join one of the tiers. And, yeah. If you want to buy some of this stuff, links are in the description, like always. If you guys want to support financially directly, PayPal, Cash App, Remote, links are in the description. And if anyone wants to be used the PayPal service, once again, the PayPal service is set up where you don't have to sign up for PayPal to send money. You can send money directly, but you still will get a receipt for your donation. That's how it's set up. Just for anyone that's curious about PayPal, because I know that a lot of people don't like to use PayPal. But the way I set it up is where, yeah. And then if you do have an account, you can log in from there. But with that said, just being transparent, because I know a lot of people don't like to use certain online banking apps. Oh my head. Alright, goons. See you guys in the next one. I need to get on a train. I need to. Let's hope there's some food at a community fridge. For real. Oh, you guys want me to? Actually, I could just take the G. I'm gonna take the G anyway. I should just walk. I guess I'm not in the live stream. Man, they took out the... Dude, oh my panda. New York City is such a very, very undecisive place. It can't make up its mind what it wants to do. Alright, I'm gonna end the live stream. And because I got my umbrella in one hand, I got this gimbal in one hand, I got my backpack in another. Because let's cross the street. It's a vegan pizza shop right here, friend. Quite a little bit expensive, but I ate there a few times. It's pretty good. I'm like, impressive. Okay, I'll see you. Oh, food, man. Yeah, I need to stop eating cold food, man. Yeah. When you're broke and you're on a budget, you can't spend money on hot food all the time. So you gotta eat budget-wise. Or don't eat at all. Sometimes don't eat for a day or two, just to save money. This bagel place is pretty good. They got a couple around New York City now. Hearing good things about it. Sniffles. Been outside all night in the freaking rain. Oh my panda. Alright. I think the gyroscope in this gimbal is not registered in the ground. I think it's literally trying to balance me. Because every time I do that, I'm recorrecting the tilt. But then again, I do have it in follow mode. So see, follow, 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 follow. See how smooth everything is? That's because I'm using ND filters. See, if I wasn't using ND filters, if I would have just done that, it would have been very laggy. You see lots of screen tear. It just looks horrible. This is why I care about my videos. When I do these videos, I care about the quality. Can't stand some pixelated live stream like anything like that. Mind you, I look back at all my live streams and ew, I can't be doing that no more. Yeah, this is literally out here, and no one destroyed it. You know why? Because this is Williamsburg. You get your ass whooped. You get your ass whooped. Sorry to use language so early in the morning, but it's true. People see you do that here. Oh man, everyone in this neighborhood coming at you. Even the cats, the squirrels, even the osprey that hangs out in McLaren Park. People sometimes mistake them as for eagles, where they not. Just walked around in a circle. But then again, we were giving you guys an update. Even though listen, I don't got any affiliate links to Visible or Horizon. I'm doing this at my free will. I'm taking my own time to do this video. This is not a promotion for Invisible. This is a promotion for you. Look, they're getting ready for that runner's marathon. I hope this year they can control the lines where spectators need to stay behind the line. That just gets annoying when the filmmakers and videographers out here, we have to get the shots. They just jump right in the shot at the wrong moment. Like, God. And mind you, we the ones that are allowed to be behind the line. I mean, yeah, well, above the line, whatever you want to call it. All right, everyone. I'm going to end the live stream here because my right arm is like, yo, bro, for 38 minutes holding this gimbal. Yeah, bro. With one arm, like, you got to, I must have gained some muscle here. It's not a heavy gimbal, no. But when your arm's in the same position all the time and hasn't moved for 38 minutes, yeah. Look at that. They got beer bottles. See? Drunken McLaren. This is why this park is called Drunken McLaren. Where's that drunk Mexican? He's probably over there still. That's where he probably sleeps, over there. Yeah, let's actually go find. Let's see if we can. Oh, it's the farmer's market. Let's go to the farmer's market, everybody. And this is why I was saying on that day when that, hey, what's up, bud? He's a chilling. This is what I said on that day when we saw that we had that incident. We were protecting those kids from that drunk man. Where's that park enforcement? You see how park enforcement is not around? You see how they park enforcement pick their battles? How they choose who they can pick on? because they think they can pick on someone. This is why, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know the story about the park enforcers in this park, they're lousy people. They're just racist, lousy. One is an African, well, they're all African Americans. And I got nothing against African Americans and serving the public. But when you abuse your power and you don't even know your site codes, you need to evaluate yourself. Because I say this because she's literally stereotyped. I was donating tons of food from Sweet Green. So I wanted to see if Justin was around before I donated to the community fridge. So I was walking around. So I had to go to the bathroom. So I decided, let's see if the bathroom is open over there. I'd go over there, try to see if the bathroom is open. While we go see if the bathroom is open, I live streamed. And as we were live streaming, waiting for the bathroom, because we said we saw the woman, the cleaning woman, so she'd give her like 5-10 minutes, and she's good. And we could go in there, and then we could look for Justin. They come along and start accusing me of sleeping in the park. And you're not supposed to be in the children's playground, but you're not telling these drunk men and women that's drinking in the park, they're not supposed to be in the park. You see how they pick and choose their battles? This is why I call them tyrants. They're a bunch of tyrants. You didn't tell those drunk people all the time to get out the park. No, you allowed them to drink over there in the other side of this park. But you're going to tell me where I can't be, a taxpayer. We all contribute our money to these parks. You're telling me I can't wait in the park for the bathroom at 7:47 in the morning. Your bathroom opens at 8 o'clock. But you're not supposed to be. Man, I could be in this basketball court. There's a basketball court, an adult basketball court there as well. I'm right in front of it, everybody. Therefore, I'm in my right. And she knew. So when I did make the video and complain about it, they got back to me. And guess what happened? I was in my right. She had no business telling me. And this is why she got salty afterwards and started telling people at McLaren Park, or especially at Park House, oh, you know that photographer guy? Oh, he's a fucking, yeah, saying very bad things. Like, he's a crybaby to the NYPD. Like, crybaby to the NYPD. You hear that? Crybaby to the NYPD. No, I didn't call it NYPD. I'll call your boss. So, stop lying. I called your lieutenant, and she got on your ass about it. That's what it was. So welcome to the Saturday's Farmers Market here in Greenpoint. Well, it's Williamsburg, Greenpoint. I don't really always know for sure. Got free samples. You got catch of the hand teams. It's a small farmers market, everyone. I see the kimchi harvest. Ooh. You know, you gotta get some kimchi in your life. And this is why New York City gave me that New York City Press ID. Because they know many New Yorkers do not know their rights. They know that many New Yorkers do not know how to respect the First Amendment of the Constitution. And this is why New York City gave me the New York City Pass. Because you cannot contest it. It's from the city of New York. If you sit here and you come up to me and say, don't record me, no. That's not how it works, friend. You don't come up to someone while they're doing their videography or their journalism or their documentarian work or their live stream. Say, hey, am I in your video? Like, you're in a public sidewalk. I'm walking. You expect me to know that you're walking down the sidewalk? Wow, I must have superpowers. That's supposed to be telepathy, huh? I'm supposed to know, huh? I'm psychic. I want to be like Jean Grey or Professor X. Wow, I'm gonna get to that level. I was supposed to know you were supposed to be walking down the street on the exact same time. That's happened a few times in New York City. I had to educate people in New York City about New York City laws. This is why I was wearing the New York City press pass. Like, you know, this is hard to get. It's like the pain in the ass to get. But it wasn't a pain in the ass for me, because that's what most people said. Photographers said, nah, dude, I don't even bother just doing it. Because you have to do assignments. They just not bother doing it. I'm going to have to wait like 2 years to get one, bro. No, you don't. You can get one less than 6 months, less than 9 months. Look what I did. I got it less than 9 months. Why? I did every single New York City event. But you also have to have a following, a website, credentials, proof that you can shoot, proof that you can legally articulate what is a good shot, what's a bad shot, because they don't want bad shots, because they want to reuse your shots for city promotion. Uh-oh, the game is on, fellas. Ooh, I bet you is here, too. She's my Japanese friend. She has Nishi, is her son. He's pretty good at soccer now. I think he might be over there. I don't know. It's a skate park. Man, I miss my job, bro. I know I'd probably do why I missed that job. It was because the paycheck was looking nice. I was able to like pay my rent at the hostel. Like, you haters ruined that. Oh my panda. I was able to buy snacks. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna spoil myself to some Japanese snacks. I was able to do that. Now I'm like, can't even do that. But man, look at these beauties. See, if I was to do this without the filters, let me show you what it looks like without the filter. So let me explain what is going on here. Once again, I have a video about why you should use ND filters for video. I just publicized it like 2 days ago, but I take this off. Ooh, the magnetics. Ooh, what happened? Oh, it's at 125th. So you see how all this is overexposed, the highlights, clipping. Well, put that back on, it's not clipping anymore. If you guys know how to use your waveforms and your histogram, and you will see. That's why it bothers me in video. Like when I was doing my live streams in the past, it used to freaking bother me. Looking at my histogram, like, ew, I'm live streaming like this with no filters? Disgusting. You're like, but you can change the shutter speed. Yes, you can, but the motion blur is important. It won't be as natural, bro. It would just look really choppy, not smooth. It just looks terrible. And I'm only using a 3-stop and a CPR, which makes up to 4.5 stops at this time. So yeah, just to give you guys context. So I'm just gonna take the filter off. Look at that. Look at that highlight clipping, overexposed. You see that? That's better. That is way better. I demonstrated this yesterday and everyone was freaking out. Like, oh my panda, that looks so gross. No, it wasn't flipping out. It was the day before yesterday where I was demonstrating, taking the filter off. It was so, mind you, the sun was out hard, and I was using a 6-stop. Everyone's like, put it back on. I need my sunglasses. But yeah, subscribe, like, and share, everyone. Sorry I'm not using my wireless audio. But the gimbal is acting way better without the wireless audio attachments. Yeah, this gimbal has a weight limit, 300 grams. And I'm saying also, Zhiyun, your mobile gimbal should have at least a 350 to 400 gram minimum. Or a 350 minimum, at least. Give us some leeway here. But you guys might have seen pictures of me skating this rail. I took my own photos skating because I'm just that talented. Yeah, everyone's like, yo, Panda takes his own photos skating? That's sick, bro. Every other videographer and photographer tells me that. Like, dude, that's crazy that you know where and how, and you're doing it manually too. I'm using manual lenses. I'm not even using autofocus lenses. And the lenses that am using are IRIX lenses. And everyone's like, how? Know your focal length, your distance from your subject, and know how to focus. It's not that hard. Yes, I know I probably could lace it with auto settings, but nah, you don't want to do it on auto settings because it's overexpose your flash. You'd be like clipping. But man, we gotta find some food today, friend, because yeah, Panda hasn't been eating for the last 2 days, bro. So this is, like I said earlier, this is my second day without food because we're on budget because we need the money for transportation. The body can't hold without food for up to 10, 12 days. It depends on the body too. Depends how strong you are. I did it up to 10 days, and that wasn't a very good thing I did to my body. I suffered some very bad consequences and side effects from that. Ugh. So the side effect was, one of those side effects was, when I did try to eat something, I didn't want to eat. Yeah. Everything felt like I was going, yeah, it just made me feel like I was like, oh. I wasn't even hungry, it just felt sick. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna get going. Oh, yeah, I'm running out of battery. But thank you for watching. I appreciate it. More rain today. Oh, boy. Oh, they're talking about they're talking about this picture. Right now, I post this. Yo, guys, I post this. I told you, life was good, friend. We had good. Yuki, we thought we had good friends, but life was good. E was, yeah. This is a time where, like, Yuki and I were not together, but we still were communicating. And this is when I started seeing E, and everybody was getting jealous. Look at that. Look at me. Look at handsome. Look at this guy. Handsome. Oh, by the way, I drew those on the wall. If you look at the wall, yeah, I was good at categorizing it. And, like, yeah, I got a bunch of paintings. Yeah. But, yeah, everyone taking my shit away, friend. Look, hanging out with the peoples. Like, dude, yeah, it was fun. University days were fun, friend. It was the best. I'm not going to shitcoat it. It was the best. Like, every Friday, Saturday, everyone would be like, mind you, we are planning shit during the week. And then when the Friday, Saturday hit, everyone would meet up either at the UW campus or we would meet up at this place called, it was called Plan B at the time. It was called Plan B. It's called something else now. But look, another RV. A lot of RVs and vans, you see them, people living in their RVs in their car. This guy, he got broken in the other day. Sorry, man. People are just that. Look, you see these men? They're in the park. They with their kids though. But yeah, the Mexican dude was right over here drinking in front of all these kids. And mind you, he wanted to hit these kids that were just playing in the park. They had the right to play in this park. This is what the park is designed for them to do. Play. And you want to tell them, get out. He wanted them to get out. What? That's crazy, friend. That's psycho. I had to put that little Mexican dude in his place. You Mexican. You can't. I get another Mexican to put you in your place. That's what I should have done. I should have got another Mexican. Like, yo, you know me. You know me. I need you to take care of this. Oh, yeah. He making me look bad. Yeah, he making you all look bad. So with that said, everyone, I didn't like that. I think people should stand up for children when they're being assaulted with a bottle. Then he comes out. He wanted to come after me. What a puss. What a. Because he doesn't like. See, he doesn't like Negroes. But anyway, guys, I'll let you guys go. Talk to you guys next.